Alright, gentlemen.
Also, why would I lead when we have more than one fighter and I'm an elf?
I'm always on rear guard, so.
No, I'm always on the front. It's okay. Love being at the front.
I'm just a dumb fighter. It's okay.
Rear guard can get you killed, man. Like, if you don't have anybody
Did
watching,
anybody have any ideas on what they wanted to do today?
We're gonna do the kobolds. Same thing as yesterday. I want to go back to the.
Finish off what's there. I think it's a good idea. We got grenades.
No.
Alright, so the cavern north it is. There have been recent reports on a new location you might visit. So, an NPC party has made a discovery. Naturally, these discoveries can be made by your own team if you guys explore out into the wilderness, uncharted territories. But there's a rumored dragon in the area north of the plains, and it's been followed or tracked down to an old ruin in the mountains north of here, an old castle ruin.
Oh, good.
If you're interested, at some point when your
Yeah,
party might be
because
strong
A
enough.
bunch of level 1s can never defeat a dragon.
Yeah, this old stronghold. It's gonna be level 2 most likely, right? Because it's
and
2
honestly,
grids away, so it's.
I'm the only person that
further
can
away.
probably do damage to it with my magic.
But if you're interested in some very high risks and very high rewards, right? You might plan out or get ready.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
such a
imagine
delve.
all 5 of us throw a grenade at the dragon, DM. Yeah.
The thing is, grenades are not magical damage, right? So, and dragons have scales and magical armor, right? So.
Man, fuck, man, never mind.
Not very
Let's do
powerful.
kobold hunting. Let's just do it, man.
Let's go kill the overgrown rats.
All right.
Yeah.
Something to bear in mind as you progress in these early areas, right? Early game areas. Right. So. It sounds like everyone's on board with visiting this cavern north of here. I know we've got a new guy. He's not very familiar with what's going on. But you just recently joined a crew of mostly experienced adventurers in the area. They've been campaigning out against a cavern or a cave north of Down with various caverns, right? Various cave systems interconnected and such. One of which they've been raiding and clearing out a horde of kobolds. These hills or these grasslands have grassy hills under which there is a kobold lair, pretty much kobolds layering under these grassy plains, right, under these caverns and such. So they've been going out there, clearing them out, looting them, killing them and such, right, and making a lot of progress, right, getting them a lot of gold and glory, right, which is the goal of the game. So everyone on board with this plan to head back to the cavern and continue exploring the east entrance? Okay. Well, if there's no further questions or concerns, we'll start our course of travel. The usual course is by the road. Is that fine?
Yep.
At some time around 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, your crew is about to set out for breakfast this day. Due to your successes in the north, the town of Down has provided you with breakfast. The town guard has invited you over for breakfast this morning since you continue the raids north of here, clearing them out. And particularly, actually, not the town guard, but the miners, yeah. So when you guys clear out areas, the miners can go and mine in peace, right? There's copper ore veins that need to be dug up, and the more kobolds you kill, the safer it becomes, right? So they invite you over. The small mining company in Down has invited you to have breakfast with them before you set out for another dangerous expedition, right? So breakfast is paid for. And then from there, you begin your travels at 8 o'clock in the morning by road, right? A couple minutes in, or maybe a turn or two along the march, you cross the main bridge, cross the major river system here, and continue your travels along this somewhat dangerous road. It's rumored to be every now and then under attack by outlaws, right? During your travels, we are considered to be a heavy footman crew. We've got some heavy footmen in our rank, so in heavy equipment loads and all that. So we're gonna move at a mile an hour. On the road, it's a mile and a half. Should take us roughly 3 hours to get there. So 3 encounter checks. Safe travels, and we'll check for bandits. Safe travels. All right.
I'm staying.
Oh yeah. You want to trail behind as per usual? That's fine.
Yep.
Alright, we'll get there at around 11 o'clock if all goes well, and everything did go well. Your journey across the grassland roads went smoothly for roughly, was it 3 miles? you crossed over or you made your way along the side trail that led straight north toward the southern camp. The southern cavern, or the southern entry of the cavern systems, is actually encamped by, the usual, a group of miners, a party of adventurers, and a caravan, merchant caravan, right? Naturally, this area of the cavern systems is mostly cleared out and explored, and explored up to level 2. So if you enter from here, you'd be going through a very empty area until you reach level 2. Area east is also pretty cleared out. They've been making really good progress, particularly your guys' group. Area to the north has been cleared out or explored by a group of dwarves. An area to the west has little to no progress there. But the south entry and the east entries have been decently explored so far. At least level 1 has. How would you guys like to begin your delve? You want to start from the south? You want to approach the east, or something else?
The same one as last time.
Alright, the east entry, east cavern.
Yep.
Alright, any objections, any concerns or questions?
Before our leader dies,
Okay,
No, that's fine. We can
Alright.
go east.
east it is. We'll get
How's
us
he
onto
doing,
the
Cat?
small campaign map. That's a large scale map.
Hey
We're going
Jerry,
small now.
you have torches, Jerry? You have
I
torches,
have
Jerry?
candles. I have candles.
You wanna hold a
And
torch
somebody's
if
not
I
up
give
to
you
date.
one?
Cronus
Fuck
is
no.
here.
I gotta keep my shield up.
You can have a torch in one hand and a shield in another.
Damn.
That's.
By the way.
What's up?
You can just throw it. Doesn't stab it or whatever.
But I have
Maybe you
candles.
can be one of those carnival guys where they put the torch in their mouth or something.
Alright, so starting with Jet here. Are you okay with this token, or do you want to change tokens for this game?
I'm fine with Black Eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that the card has a torch hanging from it.
Alright, yeah, you can set a torch on the side, perhaps. The cart.
Like
Kind
it's
of
on
wedge it
fire
in
or
there.
whatever,
Yeah.
just
Wedge it onto the side.
in between
That's fine.
planks or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Not super secure, but it will do the job until you can get something better. Alright, so
Yeah, I should have bought a lantern and all that bullshit, but I forgot.
it's alright. You've got Warbow equipped or something else?
And four bows, but I'm gonna be pulling the card anyhow.
Okay, so if you're pulling the cart, you're gonna need 2 hands. Let's see.
That's what I'm saying. So you
Yeah.
can just set it on where I can quickly grab it. Because it's empty, there's nothing in it, I can just grab it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can just
hand
leave
cart.
it at the front of the cave if that's what you want.
No, we're bringing it in.
Okay.
Alright. Do you plan on pulling it or pushing it?
I wanna pull it.
Pull it. Alright, so you'll be in front of it. Cronus, what would you like to equip for
I'll
this
be
delve?
in front with the. I'll be in the front with shield and torch. And since it's a masterwork shield, do I get a +1 to damage?
No. So I'm at its armor. So all it does is
yeah.
halves the weight.
It makes it way less.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Masterly crafted shield. Yeah, it weighs less.
That's fine. Cool.
Alright. In that case, yeah, the torch
Okay.
indicator shall remain on your token. And then next,
So I'm gonna be quiet for a minute.
all good, bro.
Keep me at the tail. I'm gonna run in here and get some food, and I'll be right back.
Alright, Biggie.
Let's see. Let's find Jerry. Jerry's anywhere. Oh, there we go. Jerry, you okay with this token still, or do you want to switch?
Yep, yep.
Alright, buckler and sword, candled lantern, or do you want to
Candled
switch?
lantern. I do want my hound out.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be here. Let me grab your hound. One moment.
Yeah.
Put him in the front.
Yeah, for real. I also I want to be in the front with Cronus
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
when we get to that. When we get to that point.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm gonna grab a hound token for you. He's got a harness on him.
It's a good dog, man.
Or dog. Alright,
Can we name him Bacon?
that's
If he survives the first battle, we'll name him something. How about that?
Alright, yeah, fine. Oh, or name him Pickles, Bacon, you know.
PB&J. Peanut butter.
Call him Peanut. God, there's a lot of games on sale. Oh my god.
Oh, name him LeBron. Name him LeBron. Come on, man.
LeBron is crazy.
Women.
All right.
Oh my god, look at that dog.
Then
Dude, that's not even a dog. That's a fucking hellhound, bro.
That's
yeah.
That's a
That's not a
monster.
fucking dog. That's scary. His name is
It's a
Dragoon,
hound.
bro.
all right, and a harness on him. Let's see. Next is let's see, and then oh yeah, your pal phrasing the board, I suppose. If oh, we're not bringing it in, but
Well, yeah, I wouldn't bring him in.
okay, that's fine. Right. And I'd say it's about 7. Yeah. No, 10. Yeah, take up 2 by 2 area. Okay. Next is, let's see. Get one for Gob.
Yeah, you there?
Let's get Gob a token.
I'm here.
Alright, we're gonna get you a token. Put these in.
I just want to say hi, Tad. I miss you.
Good sure.
Nothing
right
much.
here,
Nothing
Then,
much.
alright, if you see a token you want, let me know. I'll grab it for you. I'm gonna scroll through all my tokens.
Is it for me?
Yep, you're gonna grab one for Gob.
Like for God?
Yeah.
Well, he's not God.
Hey, I'm going. Oh.
Yeah, Gob.
I'm Gob.
Eddie's grabbing one for Gob. Eddie's grabbing one for Gob. So if it's Gob's turn, it's, yeah. You grab it.
Give me that one. Give me that one.
Which one?
Go up.
Row and
yeah, sure,
column?
this one. Give me this
Which row and which column?
This one.
Yeah, like this one?
Stop. Yeah, that one. That
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So this is Gob. He's our new cleric. C1. Alright. What do you want to equip out of all your gear? So you've got your symbol club.
Out of all my gear.
Yeah, it's either your symbol club or both of them or something else.
Yeah, give me symbol and club.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Tat, you're next. You're playing as VEYRIX.
Yeah.
Alright, let's grab you a token. So if you see a token you like, let me know.
So I have a question about the token. Is that just like my character pretty much?
It represents them. It's not.
Oh,
It doesn't have to exactly be a exact depiction of him, but it just represents your token. So.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Alright, and that's all my. Oh wait, no, there's still more. Okay, that should be all of them.
Can I get the guy with the hat? To the left, bottom,
Bottom.
like middle, like one more up, and then 2 right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, that guy's cool.
This is
Yo, my
VEYRIX
dude,
the fighter.
You look like the guy that just plays the guitar in the background of a fighting part. Like, what the fuck? I'm here
Well,
for motivation, guys.
If I'm gonna be rocking like a bow and stuff, like he looks pretty good.
Well, you have a sling. You have
Alright, I
a
think I
sling.
fucked up your character sheet. Let me see.
I mean, I can find better stuff within the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You should equip
he
your
just looks
sling.
like he fit. Yeah,
You
that's
should
what I was
equip-
thinking of doing. I was thinking about equipping my sling. And then what would I go like in the back with that?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the sling?
Yeah, so you want to do sling and shield?
Do you need 2 hands for the sling?
To load it,
Or
yes,
is that
but to
not right?
fire it, one hand.
Do I really need a shield if I'm gonna be behind everybody, or do you think like can there be like ambushes where like they come out on?
So if you have a shield, right? If you're gonna be behind, it will be good to aid in JECHT because he's always in the back, right? And also you also gain a AC if you also have a sling, so it's both benefits for yourself.
Because he's pushing the cart, so he has both his hands full, right?
Yeah.
So that means you could
Yeah.
defend him. You could defend him from the back if he gets in trouble.
All right, yeah, I definitely want to equip my shield with my sling then.
That
Right.
dog looks like he eats people, bro. That's not him. That's
Cool, I'm back.
You give him a fucking demon dog,
His name
bro.
is Cupcake, bro.
Look at his masculine fucking.
Yo,
face.
imagine naming a scary dog a cute name. Hey, Cupcake. What the fuck?
Nah, his name's Achilles. I decided.
His name's
Yeah,
Cream Pie.
Cream pie.
No. His name is LeBron.
Yeah,
His name is
cream
LeBron.
pie.
His name
No,
is
it's cream
LeBron.
pie. He likes stuff in him. Yep. Some scary shit.
Alright, that should be all of our guys,
guys.
right? 1, 2,
Give it
3,
a
4,
bomb.
5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so we are ready to begin our delve then. We're leaving the horse outside.
I
Right.
got wrecked right on time. Hell yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
who
big
shall lead the way out of your group?
I'll lead the way.
Okay, Cronus. Are we having the dog up front taking point?
The
or-
dog's gonna be up front. I'm gonna
Yep.
be right next to Cronus. Yeah.
Alright, so if you want, you can of course carry your dog by the or hold your dog by the leash, the lead, right? Therefore, it can't run off on you. If you want, you can also. It is a trained hound, right? So you purchased one
Yeah.
that's been trained, basic training, knows what most hounds would know, right?
Mhm.
Commands and such,
That was
right?
big
So-
surprise.
Do you want
Can
to?
I say that I taught him some basic commands like stay and stuff like that? Like
It knows
those
commands.
words.
It knows. It already knows commands. So when you purchase these
Okay,
hounds, they probably give you something, right? Like probably give you something that you can command it with, punish it with, right? So like
Okay, cool.
some kind of rod, right?
Yeah. In this case, I'm just gonna hold it by the leash.
So if you hold it by the lead, it can't run off. But then when you're ready to like let him sick the enemy, right? You can let loose, and then yeah. But
Okay,
if
okay.
you want, you can
He's cannon fodder, bro.
let it go in on its own, but it might just run off or retreat, right? So do its own thing.
Yeah. You know what? I will
Hold it by the
put
lead.
my sword away
Yeah.
and grab him by the lead.
I will say if you want, you can still have your sword in hand with the lead. I can see that, like wrap
Okay.
it in the same hand.
Yes.
Right.
That would
Just
work.
can't properly wield a sword until you let go of one of the two, or properly wield the lead, right?
Do you
That
guys
makes
need a
sense.
you guys need a light source in the back? Or you good?
I'm gonna have one on my cart.
Oh,
Don't worry about
okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, we good. Yeah.
The lead is we'll say 10
Correct.
feet max, so like almost like a 10-foot pole. So you can let them go up to 10 feet.
I'm gonna
before it-
be holding them. I'm gonna be holding them like 5 feet away.
All right, so yeah, you let them go like up to the max range, right? So it goes up to
Yep.
10. So there's a 5-foot gap between you and it. All right, sniffing around, and yeah, it's a trained hound, right? It's trained for mainly adventuring. It's an adventuring hound, right? That you purchased. So it's meant for hunting monsters and treasures, right?
Cool.
Beautiful.
See.
Nice.
That's what I like
Alright.
to hear.
All right.
Does
let's go
everything
in. Let's get our
you
marching
might need
order.
it to do.
Jet is in the back, of course,
Pulling the cart.
with the cart.
All right, is this
Yeah.
good? You guys happy with this marching order?
Yeah, I like this. I like this actually.
Alright.
We have backup just in case they surround us.
Also, the cart has light in it, DM.
Oh, right. Lit a torch, secured it to the cart. Let's see. That was one of
I got rope and shit, so
Jets.
that's fine.
Sure. Yeah, we could say. In the meantime, you secure it with your rope until you need to untie it.
It's
Right.
the most beautiful time of the year.
Plenty of light for your crew, right?
Yeah, it's fucking rats, man. Gotta keep them away.
So, as per usual, you stand before a 35 or 30-foot wide cavern entry, or cavern. It continues west down a tunnel, roughly 10 feet wide, mostly unchanged. You do see a wooden shield sitting at the southwestern area. You see a bunch of gnats flying around the entry. Shallow water flows downward, right? Flows downstream into the cavern, westward. How would you like to proceed?
Okay.
West, northwest, or southwest?
We enter towards the west,
Mm-hmm.
Alright, straight forward.
straight in.
March on in.
The captain, my old leader died in here, and I gotta, complete his will.
Fully loot the
Keep adventuring
kobolds
in
and
it.
clear them out, I guess. That was
Yeah.
his mission.
Yep.
So far,
Is this a
no major
spike pit
changes.
that has been built over?
Yeah, your old captain, Connor, he spent a whole game building bridges and spanning the bridges, securing the positions, also encountered those kobolds the first time, right? Tried to fight them off,
That's crazy.
couldn't. Not on his own, at least. Pretty good for a brand new leader.
Dipshit. Not you guys.
Alright. So as you're advancing, the dog actually stops here and begins immediately kind of barking at something up ahead. So we've got our first encounter. So it's already barking, and you can hear something scampering off toward the west, right? Squeaking and scampering. Signs of giant
Fucking
rats.
rat.
So,
Hey,
south
torches
towards-
did you buy me, DM?
Looks like you bought a set. One set is 5 torches.
and I got 9, so it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, we
Just
should have
toss
plenty.
one down the way, just to be safe.
So the dog is
Looks like I'll
barking,
go in,
right?
yeah, I'll go in first.
So it starts to bark. Let's an encounter check. It's making noise. Do you want to silence it?
No, no.
Okay, just barks. So you let the enemy know you're here then, I guess. At least the nearest ones. Maybe it intimidates them. Right, warns them for them to either get ready or leave, right?
Exactly.
Alright, so the dog is barking. Advance or something else?
Advance.
Advance.
Okay, your party is advancing. And let's see if there are any changes here. Nope. We've got among the rat tracks various remains. Right, we've got what appears to be the remains of total of let's see. Oh, okay. So 3
That's horrible.
corpses, right? Half consumed corpses. So 3 human corpses. 3 rotting actually corpses. And you didn't see this yesterday. You were just here yesterday. Now there are 3 fresh corpses here being consumed. They have a bunch of bites on them. They look like they're filled with maggots and flies already, right? But mostly bites from the rats, most likely. They've been feasting on these corpses. Not much is left of them. However, you see nearby are pickaxes, old torches, and sacks full of copper ore. So probably a group of miners that thought it was secured, and then they were attacked by who knows what, right? They didn't make it out. But there's definitely some supplies here worth tools and equipment that they had. It was only worth maybe 30 coppers worth. That's like pickaxes and such, right? So if you're interested in the weight, it's gonna weigh 30 pounds and it's valued at 30 coppers. So it's not really worth the weight, right? So it's kind of heavy.
It's not.
So this is
No.
a mining
We'll pick it up along the way.
mining gear, 30 coppers worth, right? 30 coppers worth slash copper slash pounds, right? So 1 copper per pound worth of gear. So it's not really worth it. It's roughly approximately
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we'll pick it up along the way when we're leaving.
Something a little more valuable, but also kind of expensive. It's also the same ratio, which would be the copper ore that they mined up. 1 pound of copper ore is worth 1 copper piece. And there's a total of, we've got 400 of that. Let's see. Yeah, so they have it on a stretcher. So, stretcher with copper ore. It's
400 coppers.
400 copper pounds worth of ore there on the stretcher, right? So nearly filled, right? So it's a heavy stretcher full of it. 400 copper ore, right? Let's see. Additionally,
DM, that does mean 400 pounds, right?
yeah, it's 400 pounds on a stretcher, right? So the stretcher is like on the ground. It looks like it ripped actually, right? So they were trying to haul out a bunch of copper at once. They failed, and they were also attacked.
You guys want the easiest money you've ever earned? We can grab that.
Yeah, you can grab that and leave if you wanted to. Additionally, there's silver ore that they mined up. Silver ore.
Oh, yeah, let's take that easy
50.
money up. Bye.
Alright, it's 50 pounds of
Bye.
silver ore.
Yeah, buy
Throw in the cart around
it, take it. Yeah.
So,
Buy the
just unguarded treasure here. Well, it was guarded for a moment by rats,
What?
but they fled. Alright, so the dog is barking.
We'll take that easy money, DM.
You just want
Yeah,
to
we'll
haul
toss
that
the
out,
silver
put it in
ore
the cart.
In the cart.
Yeah, so we can secure the position and just kind of pass it down, right, to the cart dragger.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys load up. So we
carefully.
carefully advanced. We'll load that cart up.
Motherfuckers talking shit about me buying a cart.
Alright, so
No,
mining gear.
I never
I'll take a
said it
turn
was
to
a
load
bad
the cart.
idea. I thought it was a good idea.
Alright.
I just
Oh,
thought
that
we
shit in
would
the
have, like,
cart,
a
and then
horse or a mule.
and now we go back home.
You can or you can keep
I'm
going.
pushing it.
You guys want
I'm
to push
pushing
up?
in. You guys can leave. I'm pushing in.
You wanna push in? You sure you wanna be okay? All right.
I want some XP, bro.
Okay.
This is this treasure here, by the way, is worth a total of 9 experience if you get it back to town, right? That's already 9 XP right there.
That's what?
Oh, no, it's not 9 XP for. You know, if you use money for XP.
If you haul out treasure, you get XP for it. 100 coppers worth of treasure you bring back to town is worth 1 XP. That's not spent, right? So
Oh wait, for
the
real?
recovery, yeah. So hunting monsters and treasure, if you hunt enough treasure, it's actually worth XP. 1 gold that you recovered worth of treasure is 1 XP. That's not spent, right? That's just recovered back to town that you get rewarded for just getting it back to town, bringing it back into society, right?
I think we should keep going now. I think we should.
Alright, let's keep going.
If you haul out
Alright,
now,
wanna push it?
you all get only maybe 2 XP, right? Maybe 1. That's not good enough yet, I think, right? So maybe you guys can go a little harder. It's only the beginning. And even if you die, you'll still get your share if your party is good, right? So you should still get compensated, right? You're part of this crew.
I mean, yeah. Let's go.
You'll lose your character, of course, but
Let's-
you won't lose out on the spoils.
At least it's like insurance in a way.
It would not be fair, right? Because what if one person
I'm
murdered
like waking up
everyone,
on my cart.
kept the gear?
Hey, Cronus, I'm gonna ask you, what's to the south? You've been here before, right?
Just a bunch of mining stuff,
Is
like
it a-
ore,
is it a
copper
dead end?
ore. It's copper vein ores. There's a bunch of fucking copper vein ores. There's also
Okay.
to the south is a sleeping flowers that
Okay, yeah.
my
fuck
old
that,
leader
fuck that.
explained.
Keep
All
moving.
the
Keep
you have to
moving.
keep moving all the way to the east. So.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
keep going that way
Oh,
then.
west.
This copper vein has
What's
been
the way?
mined
I
or mined up a decent bit again. I think at this point it's gone. This particular one.
Is the weight limit on
Keep
my cart
moving,
500?
The weight limit, I think it's about 1,000. I'll double check though.
Oh, we're good. I think we're good then.
So that
Yeah,
vein has been cleared.
we're good.
Yeah, we're like half of it. We're chilling. Alright, keep
Yeah, we're
moving
good.
west.
Alright.
Alright, keep
West.
moving west, folks.
Keep it moving. Okay, the cart. Fortunately, we got a bridge here, so the cart's able to continue. If we did not have a bridge, the cart would not be able to continue, by the way. So, thank goodness
That's-
there's a bridge
yeah.
now.
By the way, so we should move doubled, right? Because
Triple the
this
speed.
is mapped area, right?
Mapped area,
Yeah.
triple the speed. You're a heavy footman crew, so it's 30 feet per turn. So it took
That's good. That's something.
by the way, at 11 o'clock, we got to the site. We walked over to the east, which took 10 minutes. We prepared, which took 10 minutes. And then we spent 10 minutes loading. So it should be 11:30 right now. We lit torches at 11:10 though. So at 12:10. These are old notes.
Replenish. We gotta replenish. That's fine.
Yeah, real quick question. Who exactly is the heavy footman?
In your crew?
That's
My
slowing us.
fat ass.
Probably him, right, on foot. He's not on his horse right now. Or if not him, Jerry, right? Probably Jerry.
Okay, it would be me.
I'm very heavy, so.
Because Jerry can only carry a max of 60 pounds, right? Or not max, but he can only carry up to 60 before he's heavy. And he bought some new gear, I think, recently. Like his grenades and such, maybe? I'm not
No,
sure.
I didn't buy grenades.
Oh, you didn't buy any
I
new
didn't
gear
buy
for
anything.
yourself?
I
Okay.
only bought a dog and a palfrey.
Okay, maybe you're not the heavy. It might be just Jerry then. You might be the heavy.
It's
I mean,
me.
not Jerry. I meant
It's-
Jet.
it's
Jet, you
Jet.
might be the heavy. Because he's got freaking 4
Yeah,
torches. And,
definitely.
I mean, maybe if he loaded that stuff in his... I can double check, actually. Maybe we can be faster. We do an inventory count.
Oh, I
so
didn't.
this is
I didn't see he had heavy mail on.
10.
That's my bad.
20. I mean, all the armor weighs half for him because he's a fighter. So this heavy helmet is
Oh,
20
yeah.
for him. Or 20 typically, but it's 10 for him because he's a fighter. Right, he's armor training. Alright, so armor skill. So he's got 10, 20, and this only weighs 20 on him then still. So 40, 70. Oh yeah, he went past 80 by that point. Yeah, so only up to 80.
Yeah, I'm a heavy bitch.
He's a heavy.
But I can take a back stab so I'll need an F20, you know.
Yeah, just a net 20 can get him.
Yeah,
or
you're
grapples. Alright, he's not letting that happen, hopefully.
You can ride my horse when we go back to town. Okay, let's keep moving.
Alright, the dog is sniffing about. See if anything else goes on here. Okay. The area is clear so far. Oh yeah, the time. I forgot to annotate. So, again, torches. Or, yeah.
That was 10.
Torches. First group of torches were lit at, and torches and
12
candles.
10, 12 10 expired.
11. They were all lit at 11:10. So at 12:10, most of them
12 10.
should die. Another thing we should note down is, I think that should be it. Yeah, we'll just note that for now. All right. So we're exploring toward the west still. Dog is leading the way.
Yep.
Carefully. Exploration assumes careful movement. Observation. Every 30 feet will be a turn. We're about to close our first 30 feet. Alright. So at this position, as we explore west, we can see another pit, of course, spanned by a wooden bridge. But otherwise, the area here is clear and unchanged. The copper ore vein remains to the west, unchanged. We can go around the pit now. This area is a lot more clear from than before, naturally. Alright, no contacts yet. No monsters, treasures, traps encountered in this area. Further west, we have an intersection up ahead. Okay. One area leads into an alcove, another area leads west, down another tunnel.
Keep going west.
Let's see.
Keep going west.
We got some minor changes up ahead. Nothing too serious. But minor changes here. We've got looks like stack of firewood toward the ash pit area, probably from the group of miners, right? So it's like right here.
That's fine.
So firewood stash, about 30 pounds worth. Or actually, I'll roll
That's
for it.
fine.
20 pounds worth of firewood, so it should last 20 hours, maybe, right, for a small fire. So firewood, fire sticks, right, logs, 20. Right, other minor changes in the area, let's see. Nothing too serious yet. Let's see. Right. Yep, it's pretty clear so far. Dog is sniffing. Alright, we've got some rations right here. human rations, right? Like just normal rations. So ration pile, ration stash, just stacked on top of each other.
There
It's
you go.
about
How many?
30 pounds worth of rations.
Throw them in the cart.
Okay, the dog is sniffing toward it. Right.
Yep. Make sure
Yeah,
there's no
maybe it was the
rats
miners.
around it. Throw them in the cart.
Yeah,
Make sure there's no what webs. Yeah, you don't see any webs.
rats. He said
No.
rats. I'm good.
Yeah, make
Rats.
sure there's no. Let's just say, make sure there's no things that might kill me, or bite me, or hurt me, or give me a bad time, or make me sick.
I'll give you yeah.
Yeah, well, if you look closely at the rations from here, you can see that they have been mostly consumed, right? So they are, I guess, half eaten, right? Like something was eating through them, right? That's about it. So the dog sniffs at it and just kind of steps away, right? Should we load them still?
If nothing's salvageable. But
It's
if-
half
or
eaten, right?
If it's not salvageable, then we keep moving.
Also smells pretty bad up ahead. It's starting to smell
That
like
was pretty bad.
carcasses.
Who has?
That's in their dead bodies. I ain't worried about
What's
that.
my wisdom? Can I see my wisdom?
Yeah, sure.
Can I roll to see if I recognize the smell?
If you know what the
It's dead
smell
stuff.
is.
I was here just yesterday.
If you
Oh,
want, you can
it's
take a
dead.
moment and identify the smell. Which smell? Are you talking about what you're smelling up here to the west?
Yeah.
It smells rotten. Like something's decaying, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
It's dead people, dead rats, dead things, and it's dead shit.
So
Keep moving
advance.
west, and then
You just want to salvage the rations or no? Or the firewood?
Nah.
Okay. Alright. The dog goes sniffing along the sides of the wall here. You don't see giant, or instead of giant rat footprints, which were annotated from yesterday, we now have a bunch of just like rat carcasses up ahead with maggots and flies in them. So, rat carcasses. Okay. So, that is basically just down this tunnel, right? The dog's kind of like sniffing at them and like sneezing as it sniffs at them. Alright, but it moves on. Yeah, tons of rat carcasses here. They're giant rat carcasses. 6 of them. They're all beheaded too. So 6 giant rat carcasses. They're all beheaded. Alright, dog just kind of carefully goes around. No treasure in sight. Dead monsters here. Some supplies has been annotated on your map. That was spotted during your advance.
hell yeah.
Alright. So we're moving through explored territories. Little to nothing has changed here. Okay. Now we've got a alcove to the south, by the way. Copper ore vein south of that. Another copper ore vein to your west. Tunnel to the west. You guys want to proceed west or south or something else?
Yeah, keep it proceeding west.
West, west, west.
Okay, sure.
The next room is very fucking stinky, full of fucking gnats, and it's full of shit. Just letting you guys know.
Don't forget about the water.
And there's also water. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking man.
Alright, so yeah, up ahead it stinks a lot. It smells of decay and waste. We've got another pile of rotten rat carcasses up ahead. Flies are everywhere in this cave, right? So the dog is kind of falling back to your crew, right? It's having trouble seeing and moving through the area. Tons of flies everywhere, landing on the dog or the hound. Okay, but yeah, it's buzzing about. It's very busy with decay in here, right? Decay and waste. So in this area particularly, it's just mostly waste now. The decay has become just like waste. The pile of rotten rat carcasses is almost done, right? So it's more like a pile of rotten rat skeletons now, or bones. It's almost fully consumed. But there's still flies everywhere. It's very dense toward the west. Alright. Another thing to note is as you're exploring, we've got another stash of supplies here. Appears to be maybe just a sack, but you don't know what's in it. So it's just a sack right here. A filled sack. Okay. Just hanging out.
I'm gonna go down,
Ain't nobody checking that shit.
Nope. Nope.
You're not gonna.
Alright, I'll go check
Hey,
it.
you know what? No. Toss it on the cart. We'll open it later.
I don't know about that.
I'll go check. I'm gonna go check it out, DM.
Alright, what do you want to do to it? Just have a look at it? It's a filled sack. Or do you want to poke it?
Yeah, I'll poke it with the butt end of my spear and see if it reacts.
Okay, you poked at it?
Oh, no, or of the shield.
Sure, you get close, poke it with your shield. It starts to wriggle, like there's something inside, right?
What the fuck?
Somebody stole some cats. It's probably a bunch of tiny ass mice.
Let's see. Okay. well,
Dog is
leave them
sniffy.
be.
Dog starts to bark at it, right? It's barking.
Yeah, no. I pulled my dog back.
Counter checks. Clear. Pull the dog back. Yeah, max range of 10 feet.
Yeah, let's just go down south. Ignore this
wriggling
filled
sack.
sack.
Yep, so.
Something
Only
inside.
wanted to throw a bag of rats onto my cart.
You know what, Cronus? You want to stab it, just to get the XP from it?
It could probably be like a. How big is the sack, DM?
It's a normal sack, so it only can carry a max of 30 pounds, right? So whatever's in there has to be pretty small.
That's probably babies, right? If it's wriggling. Like,
Wriggling
a lot
about.
of wriggling or just
It's a
big thing
sealed
that's
sack,
wriggling?
right? Like the string is tied up, right? So it's all wriggling.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of wriggling.
Yeah, they tied it up for a reason, so let's not mess with it. Alright, guys?
Type shit.
Alright, let's go down south.
Yeah, the dog barked at it and just, yeah, got pulled back by Jerry.
Yep.
Now, Jerry, you kind of
South.
point it south, so, or you nudge it south, it starts moving toward the south. Right. Otherwise, the area is pretty clear, though. We got flies in here, it stinks. -1 penalty from the smell, -1 penalty from flies if you're in the fly area. If you're just in this cavern in general, it stinks, so -1. Right. Choose to fight in here. Unless you clean it. Alright, the dog led the party toward the south. It's just a cave wall here, but annotated on your map, it should slide open, right? Annotate it, it's a sliding door. Or sliding cave wall.
Uh-huh.
So it should slide open to the west and east if you want to do that. The dog can't open it itself,
Yeah.
right? It's just
Yes.
staring.
I'll open the door.
Alright, send Cronus up there.
Carmel opened the door.
Slide the doors open. You'll set your torch and shield down. Start opening that door.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just in position, right? So yeah, no major contact yet. Nothing too serious. We're just moving through already explored areas, so nothing interesting really. The area up ahead, fortunately, is pretty clear. You open that door up, nothing has really changed. Shallow water flows from the cave you're in down into a pool to the south. Black mushrooms grow on that south wall. As you explore
Yeah,
in.
don't touch the mushrooms. Yeah, keep
Yep.
going.
You going
Alright.
south?
You go in there, you get in there, and
Let's-
we got minor changes to the southeast. Let's see.
Okay.
So you're exploring, you see something around the corner, or you hear something around the corner. Let's see. So we got contact with something. Something changes up ahead, or up ahead. Alright. Yeah, so you're around the corner. and immediately, the dog starts barking, and something was peeking, and like runs toward the east, right? Okay, let me clear this.
Kobold,
These are
right?
old
Small.
notes.
It was
Something ran
small.
off, right?
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
You
Has
just
to
hear
be a
it. You didn't
kobold.
see it. It was waiting. These are old.
I need to put a muzzle on this dog,
Yeah.
but then he won't be able to attack.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. It's okay.
All right.
I
So you
got
heard
rope.
something run off, right? The dog's
Nah.
barking, right? Jerry,
Wait,
are
for
you
the
advancing
party.
in there?
Come on, Jerry.
Am I what?
You're advancing into the cave too, right? Right
Yes,
after
yes,
Cronus.
yes, absolutely.
Right, so the dog goes up
Go on,
ahead.
dog. Go on,
That's
dog. Yeah.
first.
There we go.
Yeah. The door is closed. Something closes them, right? So something's behind that door. There's another sliding cave wall around the corner. Right. So we got some changes. We encountered something down here. In caves. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the same thing from the last game.
This
Dog's
time
barking.
I will open the sliding cave doors so the dog can go first.
Okay. So
Yo.
to get that door open,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to set your sword and shield down temporarily, and the lead as well.
Open the
What,
door.
doesn't a buckler like go on your forearm or no?
It could, but then he has to unstrap it from his forearm if he wants to wield it in his hand, right?
That's true. Yeah.
He can't actively
Alright.
parry properly, right? Unless it's in his hand. And also, at that point, he's risking his whole arm instead of just his hand.
Okay,
Any
fine.
blocks?
Then never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna open the door. You got it, Cronus.
So, Cronus can open it, you can let
I'm
your dog
always a
through.
I'm always a fucking risk taker. Yeah, I'll open the door.
I mean, if you don't want to
Right,
risk
ready
it, then
to-
you can
ready-
send the new guy up ahead, right? If you really want.
Oh, hey.
You have two new guys.
Nah, it's okay.
Galb or VEYRIX might want some action. They're brave enough, they can take the
Yeah,
lead.
What to open that door?
Yeah, you wanna open this door, VEYRIX?
Oh, yeah, I have a question. So he's gonna open the door, right?
He's about
Yeah,
it, yeah.
you're gonna open the
Wait,
You're gonna
Wait,
you're
you
gonna
want
open
me
the door.
to? You want me to go for it?
No,
Yeah,
no. You should have him ready his
Yeah,
sling.
that's what I was gonna
Oh
say.
yeah,
And
you're
then
an arch.
slide
You're an archer thing. Okay, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, just
I'll slide the door open, and the dog, whoever's in there, bark. You can fuck him up. All right, cool.
You guys want to equip Galb with a better weapon? He just has a basic club, which is decent
What if I hit
against
the
armor.
dog?
Oh yeah, I can give him a better weapon. Here, I'll give him a masterwork sling.
Alright, Galb, you want to use the sling? You can put your symbol away, because symbols are only good against undead. Typically, there's no undead in this cave usually.
I'll toss him a sling and a sack. So.
So what I'm gonna do, DM, I'm gonna set the cart down in an area that lights up the entire room, or at least as much of it as I can.
Is this fine?
Ready my bow as
This
well.
particular area? Or do you want to move it?
Yeah.
Okay. Get your bow out.
That's fine right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my bow out. I'm gonna light a second torch. And I'm
Alright.
gonna
Oh, yeah,
set
that's
it
fine.
against the ground. So whenever we need it, good, because if they burn out, we're not SOL.
Should be about 11:50 right now. So you'll set
Anybody
one on the
else?
ground.
If anybody else wants to use it to throw into that room, you can. If not, no biggie.
Hey, you know you have a grenade, right?
Oh, I know. That's why I'm setting it against the ground.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm scared of grenades, man. I remember one time I blew up the whole
They're
party.
They're really
PTSD,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
I was one of them
I
you killed.
TPK'd the whole party, bro.
I was
I
level fucking 4!
I open up a sack of meat, bro. Boom, detonation. The sack exploded, bro. Fucking I exploded.
Level 4, dog.
I think I was a level 3 fighter, bro. That was depressing.
I was so sad. I worked so hard on that guy.
Depression.
Alright, so
depression.
fresh torch laid on the floor, right? This one was lit at 11:50. It'll die at 12:50.
Okay.
This is torch number 2. Or torch set 2. Second set. So I'll just annotate it with the 2. The rest of the torches are torch group 1. So, alright, Jet, you set your fresh one on the ground. Technically, it has half the radius then, actually. So, 10. Alright. Still a decent amount of
I'm
light.
not really worried about the radius with it.
Yeah. Okay, as Jet was doing, the party's in their prep phase for the combat, I suppose. So as Cronus was, gathering at the front with Jerry, about to open the door, setting his shield and torch on the ground. Jerry ready to lead his
Stick
dog
the
in.
dog on whoever's there.
Yeah, Jet,
Yeah.
of course, moving the cart into position, getting his warbow, lighting a torch. VEYRIX, anything you want to do for prep, or are you good to go?
Can I just get my sling ready to go in
Yep.
case something like pops out of the door?
Good to go. Yep. Load it. And then
I
Gob.
tossed Gob a bag of rocks and my masterwork sling.
All right, Gob, are you on board with that? You want to take it or something else?
You can use it. You're a cleric.
Well, he's got to agree to take it first.
Gob. Eddie.
Did we lose him?
Eddie.
Eddie. Alright, he's fucking
That's
AF gone.
unfortunate.
Alright.
Yeah, so
He's breaking
Gob is
down.
out.
He's like, he's nervous. Alright.
Yeah, he's breaking down. Like, the combat's about to start. He doesn't take your weapons, right? He just kind of, like, starts to kneel down against the wall and start to panic, right? Ronald's breaking
Fucking
down.
coward.
I want to try to morale
He's the
check.
new guy.
I want to try to morale check him with my charisma.
What do you want to say to him? He's in NPC mode.
I want to tell him that everything's gonna be okay. No need to freak out. We're in this together as a team.
Alright, and then your charisma bonus, and then,
Yeah, never mind.
even with the bonuses,
That's
he, reacts negatively. He kind of just shakes his head and refuses to believe you, right? So, you're very charismatic, right, Jerry? Let's see, +1 bonus, or +3 bonus.
+3.
So, with 6, so, and then +1 for what you just said, which is something favorable,
7.
right? So, 7, so he's still indifferent. He doesn't, like, ignore you, or he doesn't, like, refuse what you're saying. He believes you, but he's indifferent. Like, he just continues doing his thing. Like, he's trying to calm down, but you can see he's, like, hyperventilating about what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, just the 4 of us. That's all we got.
4v,
Alright, cool.
whatever, right?
Just
Cool.
the 4 of us.
Okay, so, Cronus, you start to slide it open, your shield and torch is on the ground at the moment, right?
Yep, I'm
Let's see what
prepared for
happens.
whatever's there. Yep.
Hopefully it's the kobolds.
I know something's there. I'm prepared.
So, we're gonna roll for it.
The dog warned
already-
me.
I want to like try to like get as close as I can to the sliding door when he opens it, that I can like block an attack
Oh, 11.
or like stand in front of an attack if like somebody like speared the door.
Right, unfortunately the dog's in the way, right? So you wouldn't be able to protect
Okay,
Cronus.
okay, dog's in the way. Never mind. Dog's in the way.
Yep, 11.
You motherfucker.
I was waiting for you, baby.
I'm so sick of these guys' faces.
Let's see. It's not the right scale. Do 0.5.
A lot of kobolds.
I got a grenade.
Blow them to little bits and pieces.
Alu Akbar. Make sure that shit bounces, you know?
Make sure you close that fucking door after it goes through.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Don't throw a grenade in the fucking door, bro.
Oh, I know something's gonna be there. It's okay.
Alright, and yeah, you guys saw how many I rolled. It's gonna be roughly 11 in there.
Yeah. That's fine. They have a whole family reunion.
Yeah, they reinforced the
Okay,
position.
DM. They can reinforce this grenade in their ass. That's what they're gonna reinforce. Okay.
Right,
Fucking
so
kobolds. They killed my
an
leader.
army of kobolds waits behind the doors. As soon as you
What's
slide
that
it
door
open,
made out of?
it's a stone wall, right? It's a cave wall. It slides open though. Right, it's just a huge slab that you're sliding right now to the sides. So you're sliding
Can
it,
I?
right?
Yeah.
It's in
Yep.
slits in the floor. You just kind of slide it out
And
of the
I'm
way.
being attacked by
slow
all
and
of
heavy,
them.
right?
Yes, sir.
And as you're sliding it open, right, they start firing in, right? Immediately start launching
Yeah,
stones.
go ahead.
They're hostile? Did you
Yes, actually, let's see their
they're
action.
kobolds, bro. They don't care.
Indifferent.
That's not true.
Okay, so
Sometimes
they're uncertain, right?
Well, we
so
kind of have.
they're
killed
armed.
everything.
And as you're opening it, they immediately they're not sure of what you're doing, so they ask. They say at least one of them will speak the common tongue. 25% of kobolds speak common. So one of them speaks toward your position in your language. Some of them speak in kobold naturally. But they start. You can start hearing a panicked voice behind the door and says, "Who's there? Who's that?" Right, and the dog's barking. Right, and then Cronus, of course, is opening the door still.
I
Yeah,
yell,
I have 7 intelligence. I'm stupid. So.
All right, Cronus, you want to keep
I
opening it?
yell at them. I
As
yell
you're
at
opening
them,
it, he's like,
"Surrender,
they're
or I'm
keeping
gonna
you.
stick the dog on you."
Okay, Jerry's saying that to them, makes an offer. Okay, so let's see how they react to that. The dog's barking. Cronus is still opening it. These
That's
ones are
scary.
trying to close it.
Yeah.
They're not sure. They're
Oh.
like not letting you fully open it. Right, they're getting up to the door. They react possibly in your
3.
favor, right? So you ask them to surrender, or you'll sick them, right? So they react favorably and say, "Calm down, calm down. Maybe we can discuss this." Or do you want to still open it and stick the dog on them, or do you want to maybe talk with them?
I'd love to discuss. Let us open this door.
These guys are shaking, right? They're trying to keep it from opening. Let me see how they react to that.
Plus
He says,
3, that's a 9.
Toss a grenade in that bitch.
He
That's
asks,
Positive.
yeah, positive.
Oh.
So, yeah, +3 bonus. So they react favorably. You sound trusting to them, right? So they said, "Very well. Open the door." They help you open the door, right? So they open it and quickly back up. The door is wide open. They're all backed up. This guy comes to talk with you.
Yeah, I take up my shield and torch. You know, I got no weapons. So.
Yeah, you pick them up from the ground. The dog's barking at them. You're holding the leash tight. It's ready to fight, right? It's like growling. It's barking loudly. And they're barking back. These are dogmen, by the way, right? They're wicked little dogmen. So they're barking
I
back.
love it.
Like,
Dog versus BM, dog versus dog, bruh. I swear, dog versus dog.
this dog is way bigger, though, right? So,
I know.
Yeah.
Small
you know what?
dogman.
You know what, guys? I'm sorry.
hello,
Never
humans.
mind. I'm not gonna do nothing. I was gonna do something really
I'll do
crazy.
it.
What brings you to our lair?
Treasure.
This is the
Do
entry.
you guys have any treasure?
Oh, okay.
He
that's,
reacts
6, 7,
indifferent. He
8.
says, "Why do you ask?"
Because we're treasure hunters. We're here to slay beasts of the night and gain treasure.
He's being honest.
Very
at least.
favorably, it
Ooh,
says.
favorable.
Would treasure
Ooh,
perhaps
that's
spare
good.
our lives?
Say again?
Would say some treasure spare our lives? Maybe we can pay you a small fee and you can leave us alone.
It depends. What do you got? I'd love to see it.
That's decent.
Something not favorable, so he says something that you might not be interested in. He says, "Perhaps you might help us acquire a very large treasure hoard, and perhaps we can split it together. We know of a place."
I take a look behind me and I look at Eddie. And I wink,
Eddie. Who's Eddie?
or Gob. I wink at Gob.
He's gone, bro. He's not. What?
Gob
Not
is
Gob.
broken
Who the
down.
fuck is the other guy? I don't know
Behind-
the other
below?
guy's name.
VEYRIX,
Jet?
Jet.
Jet?
Jecht? Is that how you say it?
His name is
That's
Jack.
me. Yeah.
I turn around to Jecht and I kind of like give him like a little head nod.
You got the door ready? First off, you got it ready to slide?
The door.
The door's
yeah,
open, wide
yeah,
open.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's like, "Is
I'll
there an
send a
issue?"
fucking nade. I don't care.
Okay. So you were lighting a grenade right now on the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as Jet starts to light the grenade, while Jerry nudged him to do this thing. Cronus, were you just at the ready, or did you want to charge or hold the
I was
line?
ready.
or-
I was ready. I was ready
No,
to
crouch.
Crouch?
I was ready to crouch. I was ready to crouch.
Okay. You get on your knee. The dog's
I'm also
barking.
gonna,
Jerry,
I'm
you
gonna grab
crouch.
the dog and crouch with him and jump backwards.
Pull the dog back. VEYRIX, you want to open fire with your sling or something else?
I probably should crouch as well and get down.
Okay, you take.
I don't think
yeah,
I would need to do
take a
anything
knee.
in this situation.
Gob is already broken, right? And then Jet, you grab a grenade from your belt, lit it against a torch, and you can chuck it in, right? So as you're doing that, let's see the reaction to this. Okay, so overall reaction to your party, which is not adjustable, is
It's uncertain,
indifferent. They're
right?
uncertain, they're like confused, right? You all take a knee. The only person still standing that they
Yeah,
can see
they're
is
just
Jet, right? And you know they're not sure what just happened, right? So everyone took a knee. Jet lit something, and now he's throwing it toward them, right? So you throw it to them, and are you throwing it? You can throw it max 30. So you want to throw it as far as you could, far wall.
fucking hit, make it hit the wall, and then hopefully the motherfucker's on the ground trying to slam that damn door shut.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting.
All right.
That's what was,
So it'll land.
that was the whole
you
thing.
throw it,
So.
and it would hit the wall, bounce off, and land around here. This is the radius of the explosion, the danger zone.
Yep. As soon as he threw that grenade, I'm closing that door, DM.
Okay.
I don't mind taking shots while doing so.
So that's the danger zone right there, right? And you don't want to be in that.
Yep.
We'll do a red to represent danger. Okay. So they're gonna be in the splash zone, right? About to be. So you lit it, chucked it.
Yep.
They're uncertain. They see it fall to the ground. The rest of them, oh yeah, they're not sure what just happened. Something got thrown at them, falls to the ground. Now that it's on the ground, they can see what it is. It's a lit item, and they're gonna make a morale check. If they're disciplined enough, actually, I'm gonna roll to see if they do know what these are. They use them themselves. So, kobolds use traps and all that. So, one of them, if they're brave enough, one of them might sacrifice himself for that grenade. Otherwise, if they're not brave enough, they'll all try to flee. It's a 10-second fuse. Alright, so they are not brave enough. So they try to flee, and that split moment, you know, they try to step out of the radius. Try to at least, but they gotta roll initiative as well. So, you know, you threw it, you know, it lands. There'd be like 5 seconds left before it explodes. They can move maybe half their speed. They broke morale, so none of them is gonna take the hit in particular. They're all trying to get as far as they can from it. They can move up to half their speed. These guys, you know, they run, they just kind of run toward, or they don't want to run toward you. They just all start running south.
Don't I have a dog here. Don't
So
fuck with
they
me.
all try to run south. But as they run south, of course, not all of them can get to the south at once, right? So, naturally, it explodes here. It's going to explode, and 2 didn't make it, right, out of their group. So they're definitely going to be dead, most likely. You'll to cover, and let's see how this goes. Naturally, there's also the additional 10 feet of stray shrapnel that you could be hit with, right? So technically that's also in a danger zone. Stray shrapnel can sometimes hit you. Very low chance, but it's possible. Especially in a very confined space. Alright. So we're gonna start with these guys. You know, they immediately start running toward the south, but it was choked up. There was not enough space for them all to kind of escape. They try to run. It exploded on their backs. So they're gonna make a saving throw versus death anyway. Or not death, but we'll do, I think it's gonna be, so trap is triggered, and saving throw versus dragon breath, yeah. So that's the kind of save.
3 of them, right? Because look, that token's
3.
still in that radius.
Alright, they all failed, so they all take full damage.
Shit.
And
GG.
shrapnel deals 2d8 damage, right? Okay. 4 damage. So that should kill most of them, or cause some of them to be dying. Alright, this guy's blown, right? It blows up, explodes, shrapnel explodes here. There's a big boom. Right, he flies into this wall. This one's dying, he's not dead. This one explodes in the explodes against this guy, so he's just blown up against this guy. Right, so he's dead. And this guy's knocked to the ground, possibly. Or knocked over. He falls on his knees. This guy, they all kind of take cover. This guy's blown into little bits too. Shrapnel hits him, he splashes against the wall. Or is pounded against the wall from the force, right? With the explosion, small medieval grenade. It's not actually as powerful as modern grenades. It's actually a pretty small explosion in comparison. But the deadly part is the shrapnel flying everywhere. So.
Nah, come on, man.
Right. And then, of course, these guys in the outer radius might be affected, possibly. Alright. If they fell, or if any of them trigger the trap, which means that they were in the line of a piece of shrapnel, 2 in 6 chance, then they'll make a saving throw. That's going to be for an additional 10 feet, so we'll say all of them are. It's a confined space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And, yeah, it's 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Any 1s or 2s means you get stray shrapnel possibly. Alright, so one of them did. This guy back here somehow got a piece of shrapnel possibly. Having throw. Alright, failed it, so it takes half damage. Alright, not half of half, but just half. So 1d8 from the stray shrapnel. He took 2 damage from a piece of stray shrapnel, and he only had 1 hit point. So like they all took cover, and then this guy thought he was safe, but suddenly like a piece of shrapnel hit him in the throat. Right, he grabs at his throat and falls dead. His blood starts going everywhere. Right. So they all like take cover. They all fell back. There's a small explosion of shrapnel. 3 were killed in it. 1 was injured badly. He's dying on the ground. He is unconscious, so he's not stopping the bleeding, so he's gonna bleed to death unless someone saves him. He's definitely basically dead at this point. But yeah, as soon as that finished exploding, you guys can take action. Whether you want to breach and clear right after that or hold. Cronus, what's your move here first? You want to charge him?
I'm gonna push in. No, yeah, I'm gonna push in.
Shield and torch?
Come on, let's go, doggy. Yeah, shield and torch, let's go.
Dog's going into.
Yep, I let go of the dog. I let go of the dog.
Loose it. Alright, the dog's rushing in there. And then Jerry, you going into?
I'm gonna push as well. I'm gonna push as well.
And then VEYRIX, you want to advance or something else?
I want to advance, but I want to run towards the back, like back of the wall.
Yeah, stay back here on the north wall.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Jet, are you pushing in there?
As a wall, yeah.
So you grabbed your bow rafter.
I'm gonna hold position.
You guys should all be doing that actually.
Alright, so Jet's holding the line back there. The dog moves in. He's a lot faster than everyone else. So he crashes against some of the kobolds. First kobold he crashes into. This kobold's got his club and shield ready. Right, so he swings on the dog before the dog can bite. He's got initiative since the weapon's got reach. Misses, the dog crashes into him, makes an attack. Hits.
Holy
and
shit. Our dog is killing him.
Let's see, the dog deals I think, let me check its damage.
2d6.
This is a war dog.
Does it get double since it's bigger than the kobolds, right? Like size wise, right? Because if it's
it has to be twice its size.
No, if it's a bigger, it has to be a bigger.
More than twice its size. So let's see.
Okay.
That's how it goes. So the dog is not more than twice its size. I would say it's pretty large, but it's not twice its size yet. It's more like a little bigger, right? So it's a war dog.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
It's a
I
hound.
just wanted to ask.
There's
cool,
large dogs. This is a normal warhound. So that would be the heavy. Yeah, there's variants like small dogs, large dogs.
Jerry, you have a fucking cool ass dog, bro.
Right, so
You have a cool dog.
something like, yeah, something like that. Let's see.
You wanna know how much?
So
you wanna know the damage of a war dog, DM?
3, yeah. Alright, I'm checking. It's 1d4. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. It's like, it can kill him. Does that have bonus damage or no? Like a +1 to strength?
Or actually, this is gonna be. No, we'll use 1d6. Yeah, we'll do 1d6, like a wolf almost. Equivalent to that. All right.
This is a war dog, right? It's used to fighting.
It's the hound. All right. So it's 1d6 damage. 2. Right. It bites down on that dog here, or this kobold, and shreds him. Right. Just chews right into him, bites his neck, tears his neck open. Right. Rips his throat out.
I'll rush into one. If I can.
As it rips his throat out, this guy here, right, has a club and sling, fires a stone at this dog. Right. Let's see if he lands the hit. Point blank shot. With bonuses applied, flanking, he hits the dog for 1d4 damage. 1 damage, and your dog's gonna have 1d8 hit points. He's a 1-hit die, so war dog. So yeah, normal dogs have 1d4. War dog has 1d8. So your dog has 6 hit points in particular.
Oh, not bad. That's pretty good.
I'll note this down.
Not bad at all.
Jerry's
I'll
dog.
take it.
Nice.
It's above average.
Yeah. So, hound. I'll annotate it. 606 hit points.
Still Achilles.
So, yeah, he takes 1 damage though. He's at 5. 5 of 6.
That's fucking cool. The fucking dog, bro. I want the dog.
All right, so he's been lightly injured, right, by a stone. He's got him in a daze.
Dog is not getting any
As
touch.
he bit down, got shot by a stone. This guy charged him with a club and shield, smashes the dog, tries to at least. The dog easily evades, right? The swings and the dog steps out of the way. You know, while the dog advanced, Cronus charged in there too right after.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna
you're
attack
intercepted by a stone. This guy fires a stone at you
Oh,
before you
that's
can
fine.
close. Missed the shot. You crash into these guys. You can swing on either the club guy or the slinger.
Shit. Let's do the club guy. Get rid of the club guy. Shield
Alright,
bash.
that is a
Yes, sir.
hit. Shield bashed him. Yeah. Are you trying to damage him or are you trying to move him?
I'm trying to damage him.
Okay, so you shield hit him then, I guess, and you smash him, right? If that's the case, then we're going to roll damage. It's 1d2 doubled because you're bigger.
Okay.
So
Okay.
odds is 1, evens is 2. 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, or you have double damage, so the second die can be 1, or that's evens. So 3 damage total. Your strength bonus applies twice as well.
No, I got average.
Okay, so 3 damage total. So you crush him under your shield. See if it's a kill or not. He has a total of. Okay, he survived it. He's a bigger kobold. He's at 1 HP left.
Yep.
So you hit this guy pretty hard with your shield. He survived, right?
Come and get me.
This is another slinger. He
Yeah.
fired a stone at you. That was a 16. Bounces off your armor. Right, no effect. This is a clubber right here. He moved in on the dog too. Kobolds are small, which is their advantage. So their disadvantage is that they're really easy to kill. Right. All right. So he landed a hit with his club. Smashes your dog for 4 damage. A direct hit to the dog's face. Right. Splits your dog's face open almost.
Have a hard
Or
time,
breaks his jaw almost.
seeing
Right.
the light?
Yeah, they do in bright light like this. So even then, that was a 19 though. That's a hit. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. But yeah, move forward. They do definitely have a -1 penalty. Dog's hit pretty bad. He's down at 1 hit point. One more blow, he's dead. Right. But he got 1 kill. So, dog's been hit twice.
Yeah.
Right, a light wound and a heavy wound. He's really tough for a dog though. He's 3 times tougher than most men. Takes up to 3 times more damage than most men. This one here's a slinger. He slung a stone at the dog between his friends. Right. Chance to miss. He hits the dog.
GG's doggy.
Yeah.
Die, GG's
If
dog
it's 1 damage, it
No,
will.
way. No. We don't know.
Yeah, if it's 1, he will just be dying. It's 1. So the dog's hit. Right, and that's a subdual hit, so it can't kill him. It can only break bone because they're stones, right? So the dog's jaw is fractured. That last hit there was to the dog's ribs. Right, broke another rib. The dog's down.
Where
It's
the fuck
wheezing.
is my
Right,
team
it's
at?
not dead yet. It's dying. That's 0 HP. So, dog is dying. 0 to 6.
Well,
Right.
they
No,
They
they're
had
about to come in.
initiative.
Right, they had initiative. Right, so as we charged, they were already firing and yeah. So they initiated against our front line. Okay, so Jerry went in right after his dog, and as Jerry went in after his dog, the dog was being pounded and shot from the front, right? Because Jerry's back here. When your dog goes down, you can either pull it out of there, or you can charge over it and try to take them on. What would you do? Upon entering after your dog. So the dog
I'm gonna
charged,
grab my dog and
bombarded by hits, right?
I'll
He killed
cover,
one, but just
I'll
beat into
try
a
to
pole
cover
by
him.
several, right? So Jerry gets in there with sword and shield, immediately throws that to the ground for his dog instead. Grabs his dog's legs and drags him out of there, right? VEYRIX got in there to an angle where he can fire his sling. VEYRIX, you got a line of fire on several. You can do this guy first. Try this one with this round. Another slinger. Do you want to be northwest or northeast? If you're northwest, you have 2 targets. If you're northeast, you have 1 target and a line of fire, or 1 in the line of sight.
I want northeast.
Northeast, this one right here. So
Yeah,
if you do this
yeah,
one,
right
if you
there.
miss this guy, there's a chance you'll hit this guy instead. That's the benefit. But you only can target
that
this one.
seems reasonable to me.
Nat 20 to him. Okay.
Ooh, let's fucking go! You're a G!
Those
Alright,
those-
I'll allow it that your stone goes through both of them. right? If you want to split the damage,
Holy
you can do a
shit,
double
he
kill.
sniped them.
You want to
He
do a double
fucking
kill?
sniped
If you
them,
do that
bro.
or double hit, yeah, you will split the damage between the two. No matter what, you're dealing 1d4 to each, but double because naturally you're larger, over twice your size, so you'd have way more force and damage. And then of course double again because you're crit. So you'll get, if you split it between the two, they'll both take 2d4 damage, which should be enough to kill. So you can get a double kill with one stone.
Holy shit, bro, you fucking sniped them.
So the first one you dealt
Yeah, fuck.
4 damage, which is enough to almost kill him. He's dying because it's subdual. Yeah, they're both or let's check their HP. If they went negative, then they're dead. So, yeah, they both went negative, so it went right through them, right? So through this guy's ribs, into this guy's ribs, right? Just into the wall, right? A very powerful slinger, right? Just double tapped or double killed 2 kobolds. 1 shot, 2 kills, right?
Hey, DM, can kobolds be used or sold to slavery?
Yeah,
Humans?
you can capture them.
Wait, over
Turn them
over
into slaves,
half of them
right?
are dead, right? It's
Often
half
kobolds are made
morale.
into slaves, right? To like mine or do, you know, that kind of job.
But they're worth money though, right? Like good money for
Yeah,
slavery.
they're worth
so-
decent money. They're worth decent money. You
Mm.
sell them off.
Okay.
Alright, into slavery or something, right? Anyway, the kobolds have been shot up here. These 2 were shot dead. CRONUS, of course, heavily damaged this guy. So yeah, that's VEYRIX. Jerry dragged his dog out of there. Jet, you know, was on guard to the west. We'll check for, I guess, any sounds to the north. It's clear, no sounds approaching. But yeah, Jerry got his dog out there. Next round. So CRONUS, back to you. You want to continue the melee against these guys here, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, I'll keep on beating up the one with the 1 HP and say surrender. You end up like your friend.
Do you want to offer him surrender first, or do you want to hit him?
Offer surrender. Let's offer surrender first.
All right. So you try talking. You hide behind your shield and ask him, "Surrender, or you're all dead." Right. And VEYRIX, do you want to give him a chance to respond, or do you want to just keep shooting them?
Give him a chance to respond.
Okay. Jerry, you dragged your dying dog out of there. He's
Yeah, and I
just
start
broken
bandaging
bones.
him.
Yeah. So, it was a subdual damage, so there's no bleeding actually. It's just broken bones. So, what you'll need if you want to make sure that the bones don't fracture any further, he's got fractured jaw, broken rib, bruised shoulder, right, from that 1 hit damage. The main thing is when someone's got a broken rib, you just don't want to move them too much, right? So you'll have to just cradle, like, you know, when you carry him.
Toss his ass in the cart.
Yeah, you can carry him into the cart.
Yeah, I'll carry him back to the cart in that case.
So with the broken rib, you have to slice him open and kind of reposition it somehow, right? And hopefully it heals on its own naturally. After you bandage him up, he's gonna need a lot of time to rest. So maybe, maybe you earned his keep for now. You'll get to bring him back into action someday, but he's a pretty beat up dog. Yeah, you set him in the cart. Jet recommends that to you. CRONUS, you offer them surrender in the midst of melee. Let's see their reaction. Right, so
And
you
he
step
lost
back.
half their numbers too, so.
So first is the morale check, which they passed. They're actually brave enough to keep fighting. But then you make an offer to surrender. What's your charisma?
Average.
Alright. So you're being nice to them. You're giving them a chance to surrender. It's a +1 bonus for them to attack favorably. And they absolutely agree.
Crit.
More than anything, they say, please, no more. Right? Spare us, spare us. Right? One of them speaks your language out of the 4.
Drop,
Right?
drop all your weapons.
Yeah, they surrender. They say they're brave to keep fighting. They're willing to fight, but they do surrender, right? So they're brave, but they say, if we surrender and drop our weapons, you will spare us.
We will spare you.
Let's see if he believes
You
you.
just hear me from the other side. What about the loot?
Alright. So you say you'll spare them, and they react positively. They end up putting their weapons down. The last 4 kobolds, right? Victory is yours. So they put their weapons down and kind of just back up against the wall. Not sure what's gonna happen next. And they ask, "Are we free to go?"
I look, I call for, what's his name? Jerry. Jerry, come here.
Yeah, I don't have any rope, man.
I got rope.
Toss me some rope. I'll tie him up. I take the rope and I
Take
tie
the
him
rope.
up.
All right. So we'll capture these enemies.
We don't kill them. We don't kill them, though. They surrendered. So tie them up.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. I tie up their hands to each other, so that they like have to follow each other, you know, and then.
Okay. Yep.
I'm just
We're
thinking
using
about my dog. Sorry.
Stop thinking about your
Bring
dog,
the
bro.
My bad.
Think
I'm
about
supposed to babysit.
you thinking about a dog that's in a cart. Like, bro, relax, bro. I am.
All right. We got a 50-foot rope here from Jet's cart. You put your weapons away. You tie them up. You'll take them out as soon as you're finished. You no longer need the lead then. Right. It's on the dog. But yeah, temporarily, your buckler and sword is stowed. You bind their hands. Cronus helps you, or Cronus can get to work on beheading the other ones, right, and looting them. There's no loot in the
do we
area.
have, like,
These are kobold
There's no
guards.
secret loot pile, right? There's no
You don't see any
pile,
loot
whatever.
piles, but you can take the time to
Ah.
look for one if there's a hidden one, not visible.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. There's still a door.
We still had that, like, the stuff from the last, if it's still there.
The equipment's gone. Their equipment stash.
Damn.
Yeah, so this looks like
Pussy.
reinforcements. They're just here to guard the position, right? Maybe they're guarding the way into their lair, right? There's a wooden door here. So.
Tell you what, I got a question.
What's up, man?
Would you guys want me to rig up a grenade trap on that door and have them yell for help?
I think
So
somebody
fun.
should take a peek in there because I think it's just gonna be treasure.
You can literally just talk to them, bro. They surrendered. We're giving them freedom.
Yeah.
What more harm can they do?
You know what? I have an idea. I grab one and I put my knife to his throat and I knock open the door.
Okay, when you get
Dude,
that
Just
door
kind of
open.
have them as the. How do you guys feel about that?
Dude,
How do you guys
just
feel
talk.
about that?
Dude, just talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
They
You're right,
already
you're right.
surrendered.
I just turned to him and I'm like, hey, what do you guys have inside that door?
And
Okay.
they respond
Oh, that's good.
in absolute fear, almost, right? They're glad to be alive, but they immediately respond eagerly, right? Like the one they all say in Kobold, but one says it in the common tongue, your language, right? He's like, the gates to our village, please, no trespassers. We are the guards only. Please don't.
Okay. Definitely don't want to go that way.
It is their village, like the lair. That's where all like the civilian kobolds live, like children and women, right? So this is the western entry into their village, right? The western
The
entrance.
children and women, huh?
Or
Or
that's what they're saying
Galen.
too.
Monsters.
Sounds like a lot of slaves to me.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's just
It sounds like people to mine the copper.
all right. Well, I did promise them to. Be alive, but I didn't promise them that I wouldn't knock them out. So.
good point.
Into the cart you go!
Want to
So,
smash them
I'll
all
knock them
unconscious? I mean, if they're all knocked
Yeah.
out, they can't walk anymore. That's more weight to your cart.
Yeah. We want them to walk. We want them to walk.
I want them to walk.
Carry,
Alright.
we
They're
can't
binded.
carry them all on the cart.
So they have no weapons on them. They're good.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
completely disarmed.
All right.
I'll stay with them if you guys want to keep going and just like try to capture all the women and children.
The kobold village. This is the
Do we have
one of
do
the
we need
entries.
rope for them?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be
Uh,
smart to continue with a team of 4. My cart's
not that
almost
smart.
full.
I
We can't
agree.
get, like,
I agree.
All right.
think,
So I think we should just call it an ends and just collect what we got. I
I
tell
agree.
them. So I collected all the heads, and we're gonna put all the weapons right onto the cart. We're gonna do that first, right? Let's just say we do that collectively. The
Yep.
kobolds, I tell them to line up next to the cart and follow us.
Dog's gonna be pissed.
and we may, yeah.
Alright, so to
Yeah,
wrap
we
this
can walk
adventure up,
out.
if you want, if you're trying to extract, is that what you guys want to do? Or are you guys trying
Yeah,
to press further?
we're extracting. We're gonna wrap it up here.
Okay.
We only have a 4-man crew. We don't want to push our luck any further.
Alright, so
be
unfortunately, yeah, the kobold guards had no loot. last group did. They had his equipment stashed because the area was secured. This is the fresh reinforcements to the gate, right, or to one of their entries that lead into their village, right, within the caverns.
That's fine. Hey,
the
we
lair.
got extra weapons though. That's in the cart now because of the kobolds.
Yeah, you'll load up the cart with their weapons, which are little to no value, actually, right? It's just
It'll be
dead
good
weight.
for the new adventures. It'll be good for the new adventures.
Clubs and shields, right? I don't think they're really good. It's just kind of dead weight. I don't know if you can fit it on the cart either. Let's see. Cart can carry up to.
Don't worry about it. All right, just load up the heads and
Just
the
break
slaves.
it.
Yeah, let's just go.
Make sure to break it.
Break all the weapons.
Break the weapons
You know,
so they
make sure
can't
they're not
salvage them.
yeah.
So you had spike
Usable,
clubs,
yeah.
slings, bags of stones, and shields, right? So
Yeah, break all of that. You know.
they're
scatter
all
the
actually
stones
considered to
everywhere.
be small as well, right, for their hand size.
Yeah.
So it'd be very weak in the man's
Yeah.
hand, right? It's a
Yeah,
small
fuck these
club, small
kobolds.
shields,
Splitter the
which are normal for
shields.
them.
Fucking.
I don't need no frisbees.
Yeah, they're basically bucklers, actually, wooden bucklers. So they're worth little to nothing.
Grab
in
on the
your
way
camp.
out is that 30 pounds of like junk we can sell because we got space for that. And
Yeah.
then that
I would
should be
say
good.
the weapons and arm or the weapon supply, if you break them, is kind of used if you want basically as scrap wood, like just scraps of weapons, right? It's wooden though.
That's
you can
fine.
use it for fire
Yeah,
and fuel.
that could be useful for what,
So
like
wooden scraps.
repairing and fire, right?
So
Yeah.
you turn them into wooden scraps. You just snap the clubs in half, split the shields, and got wooden scraps then, weighing roughly. So
10
those
10
that's
pounds, 15 pounds.
11 of them. So their shields weigh about 5, so it's 55 pounds roughly, and then their clubs are about 3 pounds.
Shouldn't be like that much.
So 3 times
just do it
8
just
for
make 'em
25 roughly.
Less effective if they're
So
guys
about-
come out.
Yeah, collectively I would say about 80 pounds worth of wooden scraps here, like wooden
Damn.
/ cloth, right?
Fuck all that. I'm fine with leaving it. I just didn't want them to get it back for the 14.
Hey DM, they have
Takes a turn to scrap it. So I'll say VEYRIX was guard, Jet was scrapper, Jerry was prisoner manager, and CRONUS, you were beheader, right?
yeah, of beheading. Yeah.
All right, and now we're ready to extract.
I'm gonna lean the dead bodies against the door, as a for them to always.
Oh,
I was
open that
just
thing
about
up
to
and
say
just
the same
fucking a pile of kobolds
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
beheaded kobolds piled against it, ready to just fall
Yeah.
against their next
We-
group.
That's our insignia. We was here.
Yep.
That's messed up. They're gonna try to open it and just, oh my god.
I write a rune in blood on the wall.
Listen, DM, they're monsters. I want them to be scared.
They pile their
I mean,
corpses beheaded.
the children are
That
going
makes
to
me-
decide to come play outside.
Oh, that
and
was
just
my
jail
dad.
these dead people.
That was my dad. He had a tattoo.
That makes
was
me
my
want to
dad.
rig up a grenade trap just so whenever they open it, all they see is the fucking dead bodies and then boom.
That's
Fuck.
so
You
fun.
want to do it? It's just one grenade.
Yeah, we can
and
do
some string,
Yeah, we can
if
do
you
it.
got
Let's
string
rig
on
up
you.
a trap. Let's rig up a trap with the dead body. So
You
if we
need
open
fire
it,
steel.
It's gonna be funny.
So
Yo,
typically,
we're
You
scared.
guys are
bro.
demented, bro. You guys are fucked up. These are women and children.
Prepare for next game. Fuck
No,
you.
Look at Dogman
no,
race.
we're not demented. These are monsters. We don't care.
They speak English, bro. What makes them any less human than us?
only
kill
25%.
They're
people.
dogs.
Oh wait, I thought we only got 3 of them. We
So-
got 4.
These guys used to raid the frontier, by the way, like when they were in charge of the area. Because back then, before
Yeah.
adventurers were here, it was just settlers, right? They would come into the human villages, raid them, and then drag women and children off, right? And make them into slaves.
See? So why does it matter? We should not feel any sorry for these fucking freaks at
I
all.
know. I blew
That's
them up.
why.
I
That's
blew
why.
them up
That's why.
again.
That's why I put bodies in front of the door.
Yeah, it's our get back.
And now the
Put a
humans came
trap
with
there
revenge
now.
and sent mercenaries
Where'd that
north, or armies and troops north to just raid their lands. So before we can actually get into the lands, we have to get through the no-man territory, which is the dungeons, right, the caves. And then if you get past the caves, you'll get into the lair. And the first part of the lairs is going to be all their defenses, right? So once you get past this door, you'll be exploring to the north perimeter of their actual village, so probably the borders of their village. And then if you get past all their defenses, you'll be able to actually start to enjoy the spoils, right? All their slaves and all their... You can rescue the slaves, which are humans most likely, and elves and dwarves possibly. And then of
they
course you
actually
can also
be NPCs
enslave
for
them,
retainers,
all the
right?
civilians. Yeah, there's
What
definitely
they-
going to
what
be
they- yeah. Ooh.
some in there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's motivation
I
right
mean,
there.
Most of those, they mostly wouldn't keep men alive. They'll be too strong and would fight back. They probably just kept children, right? as slaves, human children. So.
Get them home to their mommies and daddies, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
It's
boy.
pretty small,
Let's
but
move out.
they got a lot of
So
numbers.
we put a grenade there for next session, DM. So.
All right. So how that would work is, if you want to make an active trap, is it's got a fuse, right? So you're gonna need something that will like light the fuse when that door opens. Most traps, though, in order to do that, to rig that up, you might use a wire if you got string or wires, right? Some people use maybe a torch there, but that means the trap's only active for the next hour, right? So you got to figure something out.
How about
Something
how
that will,
about a rock? A rock that'll like, whenever the door opens, it falls and then hits the grenade and blows it up.
well, the grenade's not
You can put it
explosive
on
if it
Don't worry about
breaks,
it.
right? It's only explosive if
Don't worry
the
about
fuse
it. Let's
goes
just get
off.
out of here.
So okay, we're not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
don't
We're
worry
gonna
about it.
trap.
Let's just get out of here.
Alright,
Okay.
but
Grenades,
the
really.
the headless bodies are good enough to traumatize. So.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
Just real quick, DM. Is it okay if I just sit in here and listen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to
Yeah.
wrap it up anyway. So.
Okay.
All good, bro.
We're just looking at the spoils. Well,
Hey man,
we have to get out of here.
I'm a fighter with 7 intelligence, man.
Let's make sure we can get out of here safely. So in that time, though, that was an encounter check, right? It took you about 10 minutes to finish that up, 10 minutes to discuss your plans, roughly 20-minute turn to just finish looting up the area and imprisoning the kobolds that you captured. Yeah, so overall, though, it should be about 12:20, 30 minutes later. So 10 minutes was the combat, 10 minutes or 20 minutes was the preparations for the extraction, right? So 12:20, some of our torches went out, so we'll replace them real quick. That'd be the first
I'll replace them.
bundle of torches. So the candle that was lit is still good, but we need our third batch of torches. So it replaced, costing 2 more torches to replace what we currently have. So
I have
torch
one,
batch 3,
so-
torch 3s, torch 2 torches at 12:10. Yeah, and that's replacing, and we're spending CRONUS's torches. Is that fine? You have a bunch, so
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
6
Might as well,
left.
yeah.
And that should light the way out for the rest of the delve, if all goes well. Exploration speed is 6 or 30 feet every turn. 60 feet is an encounter, possibly. Let's haul out. We'll say we'll get to like this spot here after 1 turn of movement, or 2 turns of movement. So let's check for an encounter over there. Clear. In the last stretch. Clear. Alright, you guys extract safely. So you get out with your injured dog, right? Badly injured dog. Your cart full of goodies. Your loot of kobold heads. You have 4 kobold prisoners. And sadly, they didn't have any treasure at their post that was recently raided.
They are treasures. It's okay.
Yeah, they are treasure.
Well, I mean, I got all that copper that was on the ground and the silver, so I mean that should help.
Yeah, there was a group of miners that looks like they didn't make it out. Probably got eaten by rats or something. So something happened.
Yeah, remember we picked all that up and put it in the cart?
Yep. Alright, so we'll split that. So we'll start with the journey back before we split the funds. It was a 3-hour trip back home. Checking for encounters. Well, 1 wilderness encounter possibly. And then outlaws. No outlaws. Alright. Let's see if it was a monster encounter first of all. Chance it's not. Okay, it was. It was a monster encounter in the wilderness, on the road, on the way there. Grassland encounter, wilderness. Pulling up the expert rules then. Chart.
Oh yeah, GG's, bro. It was nice knowing you guys.
Oh, we got a big haul and possible wilderness encounter here on the way home.
Oh,
We
fuck.
got kobolds to feed them.
Yeah, maybe you can trade the kobolds and then in peace. Part ways. We'll see.
Depending what it is.
Oh, here we go. Okay, grasslands. Alright, let's check if we're surprised first. We are surprised. They are not surprised. So whatever it is gets to act first. Its reaction to us will roll after we actually determine what it is. D8 and a D12. Alright, category 5, tech 11. So, starting with this here. grasslands. For our D8, we rolled a 5, which means some type of animal, fortunately, right? And next we rolled an 11 for the particular kind of animal in the grasslands, which is, yeah, alright. So we're surprised by it. It's nothing too dangerous, hopefully. Its reaction is hostile, so it warns us as we approach. Sometime during the grasslands, you're moving along the road. It acts first, and its first initial action as you're passing by is immediately it starts hissing from the grasses, right? So you hear snakes in the grass, right? Rattling snakes or something, right? Some hissing sounds. Do you guys want to engage or just move along? It's just warning you.
Move
right?
along.
It's not immediately.
Move along.
It's just hostile.
Move along.
Alright,
We're
you
not,
moved along.
Move along. We're not bothering it.
It just warned you. Alright, easy encounter. You pass it, and you get back home without any other delay or events stopping you. And it's time to split up your spoils and wrap this game up, right? So you can enjoy the rest of your evening. Think about what you want to do with your money until next time, right?
I'm just saying, right? I'm gonna start snatching up kobolds. They call me the kobold snatcher now.
Now that you guys are starting to get up there in money, right? You might start planning on actually enjoying your investing your money into some things that you like want to enjoy long term. So naturally, early on, your money's gonna be mostly for upgrading your character so that you can clear out more areas and naturally survive. But once you're up there and you're surviving, right, you're gonna start investing in long-term things like troops, villages, other investments. If you want to open a tavern, if you want to buy your own home, a family, right, then afford yourself your family.
Buy my own family.
You won't buy them, but you would
Shit,
afford
so-
a family, right? You would be able to take care of them now, right?
I
So
could buy a woman. They're easier to buy.
you could buy a woman if you really wanted to, but
Why do you
I mean,
need a
overall,
family?
you have to, yeah, pay for them in the end, right? So,
So many horrors.
all right.
Diseases.
But yeah, start thinking about those things. 'Cause some of you are starting to get up there in the higher monies, right? So you're starting to get up there. You could either think about advancing yourself in your career still if you want to focus just on your career, or you might want to start investing in the world, right? So building up your villages, hamlets, and your legacy, right? Leave your mark on the map. All right, just think something to think about now that you guys are starting to make more money, easier. All right, starting with copper, silver, mining gear. The mining gear,
And the
are you guys
slaves.
just selling that, or you guys want to actually?
I think
keep some of it?
You guys want to sell it?
Yeah.
You want to keep it?
Yeah.
If you sell it, you can buy
I
what you
think we
need
should
with
sell
it.
it.
So, like the
We
actual
can
things
just
you need.
buy pickaxes.
Alright, just sell it.
Nothing
Yeah,
we
just
need.
sell it. Just sell
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because a pickaxe is 4 coppers, right? So,
Yeah,
It's
just
fine,
sell
it's fine.
that shit.
okay. So, weighs approximately 30 pounds, but worth approximately 30 coppers. We'll sell it for 30. Sell all this ore too, right? Okay.
Yep. So all of that.
So all the
everything.
heads.
Oh,
Are we selling all the captured kobolds?
Yep, we're selling all the kobolds.
Selling them
Yep.
into slavery.
And the heads. And the heads.
So, let me get a calculator to calculate this. Your copper ore
I'm gonna be the
was
kobold
worth 400
slayer,
coppers, okay? Your silver ore was worth 500 coppers, which is 900 now. Your mining gear was worth 30, so we're at 930. Okay. Overall, your treasure was equated to 9 XP worth of treasure so far. Okay. Now we go to the kobolds. So, for the kobolds, you sold, was it 7 heads and 4
and
prisoners.
Four slaves.
Each
Yep.
head was 5, so it's 35, so 965. And the slaves were actually worth a bit more. They were worth, I would say,
100, please. 50, 75.
I think
Does the
50.
injured one make a difference?
Sharp cat.
Alright.
I do blunt damage. I didn't serrate them. So.
right, they're willing to pay double for them, right? So the live ones are worth double, so they're worth 10 each. So it brings it to
Okay.
4 or 9 or 1005 then, right? So that's 40. So it's 1005.
This is a lot of money, guys.
Experience
This is a good amount of money.
wise,
That's 10x.
2 of these kobolds are worth 1 XP. You killed 11. I'm gonna round it out. You guys did good today as a team. So in that case,
Hey man,
6 extra XP. You're
all
at
I said
15.
was surrender. They said, yeah, okay.
Surrender sometimes, or offering surrender sometimes is the best way to go. Less risk for yourself too, right? Less chance for them to kill you. Alright.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I needed money.
Alright. So 15 experience gained. 1005 copper to split among your ranks. No casualties. That's super good. We haven't seen it hold that good in a while. Right.
Give me all that XP.
Let me divide up the 1005 then.
Oh my god.
So every member, if we split it equally 5 ways, it's 201 coppers each.
Well, no, not equally, because one person didn't even do
no,
anything.
one dude wasn't even here. Yeah, fuck
Alright,
that guy.
are we gonna count him out of the... What, you guys want to give him half share or
count him out.
none?
No, count him out, because he didn't do shit.
Didn't do jack shit. Yeah, he just fell asleep in the game. Okay.
Like, we took the most risk, including me and the fucking...
You got him
poor
out
dog,
alive, yeah.
right?
Alright, let's not split it
Yeah.
5. Let's split 4 ways then. So,
You counted me out.
1005.
Much better.
Who is you? Count me out.
No.
Gob. This guy
You.
Gob.
I'm sorry, young man.
Alright, so 251 then for each. There is an extra, I think, at the end. So, if I did the calculator right, it's 251 times 4, which means that there's 1 extra copper. Who should take it?
I should take it, man.
Okay.
I think I should take it.
Sure, dude. You can
Or
have
we
it.
can use that for a
You
small
can
round of
have
drinks.
the
How's that?
1 copper.
You guys
Fuck
can
is
get
the
a
dog
round of
gonna do?
drinks with it.
What? Thanks,
It's
Scooby-Doo.
it's a
Like,
you can get a round of watered down drinks with that. 2 pitchers of watered down ale, right? So
yeah, sure, yeah, fine. 1 copper, sure. I'll treat it for everybody. There you go.
okay, so that
Watered
case
down
251
ale. Yeah.
each. Either that or normal ale, but only 3 people can drink then. I think.
Nah, water down ale.
All right, so 251 copper piece each. 15 experience divided 4 ways, right? That means if we want actually for everyone to get equal amount of XP, we should spend 100 of this copper on XP. So it's 16 divided by 4. Everyone gets 4 before we split the money. Would that be fair?
No, I don't want to use any of the money for XP.
So you'll take
personally.
3.
So then that means
Are we taking
everyone
3?
takes 3 then, and there's like 3 extra though. So one person gets 1 less, right? That would.
I'll take 1 less.
Okay, so if that's the case, yeah, then we all can get an equal amount of money without changing the money.
Alright, beautiful.
So in that case, it's 4
Don't worry,
XP
guys, I
each,
got
except
you.
for Jerry, right? So 4 XP each, except Jerry takes 3. Right. Alright.
Yeah, I'm getting somewhere in the world. Wee.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Good job on that
I'll
one.
annotate
I'm
this.
really proud of all of
Good
you.
job, guys. Yeah, that was a good one. You guys raided the kobolds again. Fully defeated them. Maybe you'll
left
start
the
to
bodies at the doorway.
explore east after that. Since this area's clear, it's been left, right? They're probably maybe gonna abandon the position or reinforce it. Who knows? But
Are they gonna get morale check with the dead body?
probably gonna retreat further into the caves, right? Realizing the enemies are close by, right? They're on the border. So
Hey, I left a gift.
today on
I'll
Kobold
get it
News,
for
humans are now very close to the borders of the Kobold territories, right? They're past the cave entries, right? And they're now actually entering the Kobold
This is
caves.
the second time they got fucked up, DM.
Yeah. I rolled and there was a change to the area. It was reinforcements, and they lost again. Right, it's too easy for you guys now.
I left them a gift with bodies.
You
I
did
love
leave them a
it.
small gift. All right, so
We'll be
Cronus, you now are at 5 points of experience. You received 251 coppers. Right, making good progress. Right. Geese, Jet has received 4 as well, so you're at 6 XP now. And let's see.
We got 1,000 copper pieces now. What the fuck?
Aside from this,
Yeah, we gotta rob Geese, bro.
251 coppers. Oh yeah, he's
They got a-
pretty up there.
We got 1,000 fucking coppers, bro. Okay.
Jerry, let's see, you're at +3 instead, so you're at 18 out of 40. You're probably the most
Holy
experienced
shit.
now. You're very close, yeah. If you were a thief or a cleric, you'd be level 2 by now. But you're at the
I
elf,
know I would.
very advanced class. We'll see. You receive 251 coppers.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
upgrade some
I don't
shit
know
now.
if it's worth it to go elf, guys. I really fucked up going
I'm
elf.
gonna be honest. Elves are like one of the best classes that could take advantage of.
They really can
they
do a
can
lot.
they
They
can
can do so much.
they're the best because they're the only magic class, right? That can use armor.
And they can speak other languages, and
Yeah.
they have
The
so
only
many.
the only difference is that, right? And they're immune to ghoul paralysis, which is good against
Yep.
undead. They're very good against undead like that.
Very
Pretty
true.
versatile against all foes and
They, at a
situations.
cost of XP, you're getting double benefits, triple benefits. So
100%.
Alright.
that's why you gotta play.
It's a long-term
as a
class,
rangy type
right?
of guy.
A long game, right? So if you're willing to play a long game and have everything, it's progress slower than everyone else, then elf might be the way to go, right?
While everybody's like level 5, level 6, you're like level 3.
It's gonna be a free
level
run,
4, you know.
basically. Alright. Let's see.
You can buy spells with those money. You know
That should be everyone updated
Yeah.
now. So
I have
Okay.
spells. I have
You can-
spells.
You can buy a bunch of more spells now.
in case you guys are interested in making some off-game purchases, right? So if you want to start investing in other things aside from adventures, you can post it in plans and discussion, or you can directly text me about it and we can discuss it. Otherwise, that'll be the wrap for today's adventure. Thanks for playing, guys. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time.
Oh yeah.
Anyone have any questions, concerns, or anything like that
I
before I
was
head
gonna
out?
ask one
Yeah.
thing. What kind of buffs would we get if we like had a wife and a house, hypothetically?
So for one thing, like something to have in the pastime.
Hey, blowjobs are blowjobs, bro.
I mean,
True.
so
That's fair.
the idea is your characters have lives outside of this as NPCs, right? But most of your heirs are not actually your direct descendants. Actually, they're like brothers or cousins that are already pre-existing.
Well,
Because it's not 10 years later when you start adventuring in. So most likely Jet, for example, right? Jet the second, if Jet the first was older, naturally, then Jet. So naturally, you can only have 3 kind of characters of the same name that are actually related, right? Like father, son, or grandpa, father, and son, right? But if you go past the third, there's like no chance. So that'd be brother. It has to be like brother or cousin at that point, right?
so I'm just saying, Cronus is 42 years old.
But yeah,
Okay.
if you actually have an in-game NPC, you have more direct control. Or in-game NPC wife, you have more direct control of who's gonna be your next of kin. And you can actually like make babies, right, whenever you need to. And of course, 15 years in the game world, that baby can become an adventurer, right? But I don't know if you're gonna play the game that long to the point where 15 years go by, right?
I was more confused about like building a whole castle as a fighter.
Yeah,
like,
good
what
luck,
that
buddy.
would do
Good
and
luck,
stuff like
buddy.
that.
Good luck, buddy.
Yep. So
Good
you can
luck.
build them. You can invest in ruins or already pre-made castles, right? Purchase castles, or purchase that men require to raid and capture a castle, which is more likely what you will do, right?
Oh.
So you have
okay.
to hire an army, right?
I got you.
Build an
I'm
army.
just saying. Also, I don't think Elf can do what fighters really do, because fighters
No,
can start at
like,
any time.
I
Fighters
was
can
gonna
start
say,
building
Carm,
at any time. Elves really can't.
I was gonna say, Carm, if you want to go and fucking take over a castle, I'll help you.
I'm already doing it in a different campaign, bro. I'm like a level 7 fighter. Shit's hard, bro. It's just fucking hard.
A lot to think about,
That's
though.
why.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I got 150 mercs, bro, and bro, they drain so much of my money. It's not even funny. I get a headache micromanaging everything. It's so much.
Daily wages.
DM is also on my ass about it. You gotta do this. Have you done this? Do you have an 8? Have you done? Oh my. Okay. Fuck. It's hard.
Managing a mercenary
But we got
company,
like
yeah.
we got a few catapults. So I think we got like 4 or 5 catapults, which are really good. So.
Very good. Alright, thank you all for playing. Have a good night. I'm gonna head out.
No more for today. Tomorrow's the game, or?
Yeah, tomorrow. Thanks for playing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I need to know what is good.
Did you have fun, Pat?